Recording.
Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost be with. Oh, hello. Welcome to Confessions with Lee Priest and Jimmy. We're going to read your confessions. I have not seen the confessions yet, so as I get them read to me, Jimmy and I will take them in and we shall listen to their confessions, Jimmy, and we shall see if they're worthy of being saved. Maybe not.
No, sorry, I'm just trying to get my angle right, you know?
It's nice.
Oh, okay. I got a fire going too because I felt left out. Can you
look
see
at that.
my...
Yeah, we're all candlelight. Isn't that
you
nice?
probably can't see it, but
I got it on Dave's fiber light, so I hope it don't go on fire. I hope the shit ain't flammable.
I don't know. Is fiber flammable?
it's really hard to see.
I don't know.
It's really hard to see my fire going, but it's going okay. I'll turn my lights back.
Where's your fire?
Where's your fire?
Here.
Oh, yeah, that looks nice now. Now I can see it now.
Look.
Hey.
Oh, that looks good.
It's warm. It's warm.
Yeah. Ooh, it's really
Let me
hot.
see mine again, Tyler. Focus in on me one more time. Let's see something.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Don't spill your wax.
I don't want to pour the wax on my balls.
Okay.
It'll
No.
be bad. Yeah.
Now we have to
show.
We've all got our fires going.
I usually don't do that. I usually do that in a different setting. You know, the wax on the
Watching
different show.
watching Tyler's flames and your flame, and I'm watching my big log burning fire here. It actually feels like I'm coming live from Maui.
I actually brought some holy water too, Tyler.
Too soon? Is that too soon, Tyler? Is that too soon?
You don't have enough holy water for them, I don't think. That's not holy water. That's fucking Satan cinnamon.
So I don't want people to think I'm an alcoholic because I'm not. But I have to work tomorrow. But Friday night I like to have a couple of, just a couple, just so I can calm down because I had a rough day. I'll tell you a story about the rental. I had a rental going on. I had a fight with the guy in the office.
It's all for you.
I don't know what it is. I'm very nice to people. What do you got there?
It's all for you. I was like, I better have some wine. I want to match with my friend Jimmy.
Yeah. You gotta. Also, I have mine too. Also,
I have a cup of
coffee. Because it's 8 a.m. in Australia.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. It's 8 a.m. there. Wait a minute. What time is it over there?
We had a little misconstrued communication.
8:45 now, so we shall get on with the confession. People want to hear the number one confession.
All right, we want to get to the confessions.
Yes, is it anonymous or did they put their name? Are we
yes. No. So that's the whole thing. These are Sid is helping with the NGL, the Not Gonna Lie app questions, which not questions, confessions for you. They are anonymous, so you can, with confidence, submit your confessions to this show for Lee and Jimmy to kind of help you suss out and tell you if you're saved or not.
Yes.
All right. So without further ado, here are the confessions. Let's see. Actually, well, this first one's a question they want you guys to confess. A secret you kept from your parents.
Wait a minute. They were asking us to confess?
Yeah. But don't worry. The rest of them are confessions. So we'll humor this one.
Wow. What a spinoff there.
Well, I've never. Everything I've done, like when I was little, I might have lied, but then I used to get the belt and I'd tell the truth. So from that point on, I never really kept any secrets from my mum. Like you can tell all my years in bodybuilding, my interviews and stuff, I'm an open book. So there is nothing that my mother does not know that I have done or whatever. So
all right,
I am guilt-free. I am an open book. Lord, thank you. Mwah.
So I have one.
Oh, she's listening, Jimmy. She's listening.
Well.
Should I share or no?
Yeah, yes. Of course you should share.
I just want you to know your mother's listening. You're about to tell her for the first time. You're about to tell her.
I know she actually spoke to me last night. Anyway, so
she'd appreciate that lighting right now.
Yeah, you like that ambiance? I did that.
I like
for
it
fans.
A lot. You got like a three-quarters
I want the fans to get in the mood. That's why I lit the candle, And then of course the wine,
So what is your confession that your mother did not know, Jimmy, that you did?
Yeah.
So what happened was I was gonna hit a note. What happened was I was very young. I was probably maybe 11 years old.
Okay.
And I had crazy wild cousins. You know, they did everything. You know, from when they were very young. Snort. They used to sniff glue out of a bag and
Oh wow.
yeah, very very young age. You know, very because they were crazy. But anyway,
Chasing the high.
they used to steal. They used to steal in the Times Square store. My other two cousins, I used to go see them in Queens. And while I was in Queens, they used to take me to Times Square, which is not there anymore. That's off of Linden Boulevard in the projects in the pink houses. I don't know if anybody knows that area, but anyway, they used to go to Times Square and shoplift. And they used to make me shoplift. I used to stick shit under my shirt, and then we used to run out the door, and the security guards were chasing us. It's just crazy. I had a crazy childhood. But anyway, so make a long story short, I was home and I'm in the backyard and I'm smoking a cigarette behind the shed, you know, and I'm puffing away. You know?
How old are you?
10.
11. 10, 11.
You know? Yeah. So my fucking brother, he goes in the house and he tells my father was home. I was hiding behind the shed. He goes, Dad, did you see that smoke coming out from behind the shed? Because I was puffing, you know, and the smoke was good. And my father looks at it and goes, yeah, what the hell is that? He goes, that's Jimmy, he's smoking. That was it, man. My father, he ran out of the house like a fucking running back, hit him right back, gave me a fucking beating. Oh my God. Then he made me smoke the whole pack. He says, you want to smoke? He goes, you're going to sit here and you're going to smoke every cigarette. I smoked every fucking cigarette in that pack, man. I fucking threw up.
That sounds like my mate. He got caught smoking when he was younger, but his dad, instead of smoking them, his dad cut the butts off him and made him eat them, and he did the same thing. He threw up.
Yeah, that's a different approach.
That's sickening also. Yeah, eating them or smoking a whole pack in one sitting. Yeah, I would say that's pretty brutal. It's abuse. That's abuse. But what did
I just want to, Jimmy, as being like, you know, the Lord is speaking through me. I just
Old
want
Testament
people listening. I just want people listening to what Jimmy said. I have to go back on. Nobody can make you do anything. It is your choice, your decision, people.
Very true.
Please make the right choices. No one can determine what you do or how you feel. It's like when someone goes, he made me do it. He made me angry. No, he said something stupid. How you react and what you do is on you. So you be in control of your emotions and that. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, thank you.
That's really nice.
I have another confession. So
yes.
So when I was younger, you know, I don't know how the fuck is this happening. Anyway, I when I was very young, you know, I always caught the beatings that whatever me and my brother did, I was the one that got the beating, right? No matter what. So one time we were in Brooklyn, we were at my grandmother's house, and that was my mom's apartment. It was on West 6th Street in Bensonhurst, right off the Avenue U. My cousins still live over there.
Phone number 512-628-724. Yes, carry on.
So anyway, make a long story short, what the fuck was I saying now? I forgot.
The house, your grandmother's house.
Oh yeah, I was at my grandmother's house, and so I was at my grandmother's house, and my grandmother goes in the bathroom. This is my father's mother now, right? Her name was Ida. My father loved her to death, you know, and I mean, you know, he worshipped the ground just like I did with my mom. Same thing. I guess I get that from my father. Anyway, so my grandmother goes in the bathroom, and I tied this electrical cord. I don't know what possessed me, but I tied this electrical extension cord across the door on the bottom. I don't know what. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking about.
You probably saw it in a movie. You saw it in a movie.
I might have seen it in a movie or something. I don't know. You know, so I tied the electrical cord across the door, and I waited. I you know, I don't know if I thought I was like hunting or maybe I just watched something on National Geographic about capturing a fucking wild. I don't know. So my grandmother comes out, and what happens? The wire was like ankle high, goes right down, man. Bam. Right. I was like, holy shit. Right? So my father come running out of the living room, picks his mother up. I felt like shit. Oh my God. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? I was
you
like.
Tripped his mother?
I tripped her. She went right down on the fucking floor. Right. So my father flipped out. My brother was helping me too. He was holding the wire too. We both did it. And that was it, man. I caught a beating. My father beat me all the way down the fucking stairs. And in Brooklyn, the staircases are like 45 steps up. You know what I mean? He beat me all the way down the fucking stairs to the street. And then he dragged me by my fucking neck to the car, opened up the car, and he threw me in the fucking car. And he was like, don't fucking move. Stay there. I'm like, I was like 7. I was petrified of my father, you know. And I stayed there the whole fucking day, man. And then later on that night, my father and my mother, everybody came to the car, and we drove home. And my father didn't say 2 words, man. I was shitting I was in the back seat shitting. You know what I mean?
That sounds like from a movie that because you saw. Because my friend, when I lived in California, Kurt Miller, how we lived together. This would have been 93, 94. We lived at Westwood in apartments there. He'd always do stupid shit like that. I'd come home, he'd be there, he'd get there for me, and I'd open the door, and he'd just stand there looking at me. I'm like, what? He's just staring at me. I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, what's he fucking done? I look up, and he's put like the bucket of water on the door, hoping that when I opened it, it was going to fall off on me. But majority of the time that when he set something up, it didn't work. So there was days I'd be sitting on the toilet, right? We had this, like, you have a bathroom and a toilet, then you just have a separate toilet by itself. So it's just a little room. I'd be sitting there on the toilet. He'd put this big, long kitchen blade under the door and just start fucking going like this.
What the fuck?
I'd have to sit on the toilet with my feet off the floor. Then another time I'm sitting there on the toilet. And he's putting the paper under. I'm like, oh, thanks. He's giving me the newspaper to read. Next thing, he sets the cunt on fire under the
So I got one for you, Lee. So we go to my Aunt Mickey's house. This is in the summertime. This is like
I thought we were meant to be listening to other people's confessions.
So
It's natural.
this is like back in 60 fucking 7 or some shit, you know. We go to my Aunt Mickey's house. She lived up on a hill there.
A little bit, Jimmy. Your head's cut off.
My head's cut off?
Yeah, your head's cut off. Isn't it? There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah,
That's better. It's way better.
You know what it is? I wanted to get the candles in there. All right. So anyway,
I know. They're still nice.
So we go to my Aunt Mickey's. The whole, I had a lot of cousins. The whole slew of us. You know, we go to my aunt. Let me push this down just a little bit.
No, you're good. No, that was. Oh,
how's that?
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
Perfect.
Okay.
Wow.
You like that, right?
I'm
I'm gonna do a fucking seance later. So anyway, I go to my Aunt Mickey's house and we're all hanging out. We're eating. There's like fucking 30 of us there. Aunts, uncles, cousins. There's a whole fucking crew, right? So me and my cousins wander in the woods. I don't, that's what kids do, right? So we wandered in the woods and we found this fucking like a playhouse or a fort house, whatever the fuck it was, right? So what do my crazy cousins do? They start getting sticks and rocks. They're throwing it through the fucking windows. They're wrecking the fucking place, right? I'm just standing there. I was a kid. I'm like, I'm not getting involved in this, man. They destroyed this kid's play. So all of a sudden the kid shows up and he was screaming and yelling. He ran back home and he got his father. So all of a sudden they came to the house and my father, my uncle, everybody got involved now. All the cousins busting this fucking playhouse up, right? Me, I didn't do shit. I was innocent. I didn't do nothing. So I'm standing. So my father comes out, and my uncle, everybody comes out, and the kid's crying. And all of a sudden, the fathers are talking. My father, his father. All of a sudden, the kid just steps back and just gives me a fucking uppercut, boom. And I was like, oh, I wasn't even ready for it, like all the air came out of me. I'm like, oh, but I was trying to act tough. I didn't want to show I was in pain and shit. I was standing there going like, hold my breath there. The fucking guy gave me a good shot, this little fuck, right? So anyway, it breaks up. I guess they settle whatever they're going to sell. They're going to pay for it, whatever they're going to do. Go back in the house. My father comes into the kitchen. I was in the kitchen. And he fucking drags me outside, down the fucking stairs. Metal stairs in my Aunt Mickey's house, right? Down the metal stairs, man. Boom, 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 all the way to the fucking car.
Oh, that sucks.
Fucking throws me in the fucking car, right? And he goes, don't move. You stay here. You hear me? I said, I didn't answer because I was petrified of my father. Because he was like, when he used to lose it.
Punishment.
Yeah, he put me in the car. Well, I got another story after that one. So anyway, I'm in the car, right? So like hours go by. Now it's getting dark. It's getting cooler out. I'm in the car.
You didn't even do anything.
I'm fucking freezing now because it was like probably like October, November. So it gets colder now. Yeah. So I'm in the car. And I'm starting to get cold. So my grandmother comes out. My grandma. She loved me. My grandma. She comes out. She goes, Jimmy, come in the house. Come on. Your father's inside. Don't worry. My father was just like playing cards. So I got out of the car. I go in the kitchen, which was like right in the door, right there. And then if you go through the kitchen, through another door was the living room. That's where they were playing cards. So I felt I was safe. I was in the kitchen. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm sitting down. My grandmother's making me something to eat. And here comes my father through the door. And I'm like, oh, man. And he didn't even say anything. He just walks over to me. I was sitting in the chair like this, right? He goes, you know, bang! Right? I fucking go flying off the fucking chair.
No.
He's picking me up down the stairs, back out to the fucking car, right? I'm sitting in the car, and he says, what did I tell you? I'm like, I'm sitting in the car. I'm not even moving, right? I'm in the car.
Dude,
so now,
that's not fair.
Yeah, I know. My father was a little rough. So anyway, now I'm in the car again, right? My grandmother brings out the blanket. She goes, Jimmy, come on. I said, Grandma, I'm not leaving. I said,
no, Grandma.
I'll take the blanket. Thank you. I was only like 8 years old. I said, thank you for the blanket, Grandma, right? So then my cousin comes out, and he's like, Jimmy, come on. Get out of the car. Look at the stars. It was like fucking October. The sky's beautiful, right? Come out. Look at the stars. Come on. Get out of the car. You've been in there for hours. Come on. So I said, all right, fuck it. I'll get out of the car. I'm outside. I get out of the car. I'm looking at the stars. So my father comes out of the house, right? Here I am out of the car. He comes there. He comes down. He comes up, and he's beating the shit out of me all over the fucking road.
Oh,
my cousin's yelling, Daddy, Uncle Al, you can't do that, Uncle Al. My father's like, bing, bang, bing, boom, bang, right in the fucking car. Right now, I'm in the fucking car. I'm not moving. Right. My cousin John comes out after that. This is like fucking 10 at night. He goes, Jimmy. I said, listen, do me a favor, get the fuck out of here. Don't talk to me. Get the fuck out of here. Right. So they left me alone. So anyway, that night later on, I don't know what time it was. My father got in the car, my mother, everybody, and they drove home. My father didn't say 2 words after all of that, you know. But
you know what it was? It was all a setup because as your father's inside, your grandmother said, I'm going to go get Jimmy out the car. When I bring him in, beat him. That's for tripping me over.
Yeah, like what?
No. That was my. So I tripped my grandmother. It was all
a setup anyway, Jimmy. They were inside laughing. How many times can we get Jimmy out the car to get bashed? That's what it was. But
so you know what it is? I'm thinking my memories are coming back.
I'll tell you one quick story, then we'll get on to the real confessions. Similar thing. We used to have this bus down at Wall's End behind the funeral parlour, like a single bus, like a normal government bus. But it had been sort of turned into a cubby house. We used to go in there and play in it. This one day, the kids wouldn't let me inside to play in it. I'm like, well, that's pretty fucked up. I helped sort of build this thing in here. So I went down to the drain. There was a creek behind it. Found an old mattress. I dragged that mattress up, put inside the bus, lit a match, and I went, oh, fuck, because it fucking took off burning. So I went home. We lived on the hill. I'm up on the hill. I can see this fucking black smoke. Down the next corner, down the hill's the fire station. The fucking fire brigade's going, black smoke's going. My mum's like, wonder what's burning down there. I'm like, I don't know. I might go have a look. So I ride my bike down. The bus is ablaze. The firemen are there trying to put it out.
Oh, my God.
The funeral parlour's nearly catching on fire. And I'm standing there like this. Everyone's gathered around and there's
totally
some older people. Yeah. So there's older people there going, oh, yes. Probably kids done that. I'm like, yeah, probably kids, huh?
Yeah, I can't believe my peers would do such a thing.
So anyway,
the
my brother,
arsonist always returns. Arsonist always returns to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, you did.
So Lee, my brother, right? When we were kids, my brother, he went across this is the summertime because my brother went across the street because the house was abandoned. You know, the people moved out. So back in the day, I don't know if you remember, we used to have antennas on the roof for the TV.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a lot older than you guys, but anyway, so my brother decides he wants to go steal the antenna off the fucking roof across the street, right? So me, I'm like the neighborhood guard dog. I listen, I watch everything. I always looking out the window. It's just me, my nature, you know. So all of a sudden, my brother was struggling with the antenna. I didn't know he was over there. He's struggling with the antenna because it was on the edge of the roof. So the roof is like this, right? So the antenna was on the end, and then there was windows down here, right? So he pushes it, and the thing pivoted and went through the fucking window. So I heard this crash across the street, right? I'm like, what the fuck was that? I said, holy shit, they're robbing the fucking house. So I called 911. I called the cops. I didn't know it was my brother. So
oh my God.
All the cops came. They're chasing my brother through the fucking neighborhood and shit, right? So he finally shows up like hours later, all sweating, torn up,
literally lives
running through the woods. I go, what happened to you? He goes, what? The fucking cops are chasing me. I was stealing the antenna across the street. I said, holy shit, that was you.
He's like Rambo. I had to kill 7 of them. It was a bloodbath.
He was like Rambo running through the fucking woods. His shirt was all torn up and shit. He had sap all over him, leaves. Oh my God.
Okay. Now Tyler is going to give us the real confessions.
All right. Okay. So the first few after these are actual confessions, but they're a little soft serve, but we'll just get through them, I figure.
All right, I can hear. I'm gonna go get a little more wine. I gotta hear this.
All right. You can listen though, right? You got the.
Yeah, I got my
earbuds.
headset on. Yeah, I can.
This first actual confession. I failed a class.
That's the confession.
Yeah,
That's it?
it's pretty soft. Yeah, it's pretty soft serve. But
failed
they
a
confessed.
class.
They did
Well,
confess to you that they failed a class.
What class was it? We don't know.
No, like minimum.
Now,
They
why
put, like,
did you
I failed a
fail?
class.
Did you not study hard enough? Were you drunk? Were you figured I'll go off and be with my girlfriend? There's so many things that I need to know about this. Look, you're absolved. It's a stupid fucking confession.
First things first, you're good.
You didn't really do anything bad. You failed a class. Well, maybe now you failed at life. Who knows? So maybe your whole family's a bunch of failures. So blame your parents, because obviously they didn't instill in you enough grit to study hard and do that. You thought, oh no, I don't need to do it, and you failed. So now you're a loser. You're on the street doing crack pipe and sucking dick
Right
for
away.
$20. But hey, you're
Wait,
exhausted.
what class? What class was it?
That's
We don't know,
right.
Jimmy. We don't know.
They failed a class, so we don't know how important it was. We don't know if this was like, college level, pass or
If this
fail.
was going to get him in, if this was going to get him into somewhere, or it's a class where he had to study to maybe get a job. We
Could have
don't
been
know.
his driver's
We don't
test
know.
class.
Well,
Who knows?
I have to add to the. Let me have my glass of wine.
I love that shot. This is porn.
So I got.
Just keep the bottle there, Jimmy. Keep the bottle there. Where you go?
Yeah, I know. Why he's got to keep it chilled. He's got to keep it cold.
Yeah, I gotta keep it.
It's
in the
white
fridge, man.
wine. That's
It's
why
white,
red's
yeah.
nice. You don't have to worry about that.
So let me get this straight now.
He
This
just
guy
failed
sends
a
in,
class.
this person sends in a confession and gives us like minimum information.
His
failed a
exact
class.
words were, Jimmy. This is his exact.
What are we supposed to do with that? How are we supposed to work with something like that? I failed a
agree.
class. What kind of class? Phys ed, sex education, math,
Dancing.
I
Could have been
know.
a dancing class. Could have been
It could have been
Dancing
a dancing
pottery
class.
class, painting class.
Could have been the most important dancing class of their life. And they
Yeah, we
failed.
need it. Well, listen, we're not knocking the person. We don't know
You
who
gotta
they
give
are,
us
but
more.
You
gotta give them
gotta
more.
give us a little more to work with, man. I failed the
Now, why you
classes.
failed? Did you fail because you didn't study? Did you fail because you were late?
Right.
Did you
Did you
fail
fail?
because
Maybe you didn't show up. Maybe you failed
you're
because
just maybe
when
you're
the
just a
teacher
dumb
opened up
cunt.
the teacher opened up the closet door, you were giving somebody a blowjob and you got busted.
I know.
You know why?
I mean, we need to
An
know. we
oral
need to-
exam.
And now until next week, we're going to be on pins and needles till we know what fucking class
Yeah.
he's in.
Yeah, we need. Listen, we need a little more than that.
All right,
Tom,
so
we need a
clarify. Go back in the app and clarify that confession. We'll come back. All right, so let's go to the next one. This could be a joke one or a real confession. If so, pretty embarrassing. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
I pee in the bed all the time.
Well, I guess if you're sleeping by yourself and you're peeing in the bed all the time, I guess that's okay as long as you have the plastic sheet or you're
I
wearing
don't
your
know if
pants.
it's okay.
Maybe you just work that hard. But this isn't too bad because if you work that hard, we've all been there. When you're laying in bed, you're warm, you're comfy, you're like, oh, I got to piss, but I
never
don't want to
pissed
get
myself
up.
in the bed.
I really don't want to get up. So imagine if you had like a adult diaper on, you could just lay in bed and go and just go to sleep.
Once again, we need a little more information. Hi, I'm 65.
Yeah.
I peed at bed. Then we can elaborate. Well, you're 65.
right,
You're
you're right.
getting old.
Or
Your
like
shit don't
when I-
work
like you
anymore.
never
You
grew
can't
up.
hold your. You can't
Like you
hold your
never
fucking
learned.
piss.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Or
Or
4 years
hi,
old.
I'm
He could have been 4 years
15.
old, raped
Right.
by his father,
Yeah.
being raped at a young age.
See, now I can
There could be
confess
a reason.
when I come home from work and I got to pee and I'm on my way home and I know I got to pee and all of a sudden I get home, it's like my penis knows that I'm home. I don't even have to, I don't even have to say anything. My penis knows that I'm in the driveway. All of a sudden I really got to go.
I know.
Right.
And then you
And then I
can't
go
get
to
the
the
right
door.
key. You
Yeah,
can't get the
and I
key.
get to the fucking door, and I'm struggling with the fucking key because my fucking penis knows I'm at the door, and all of a sudden it starts leaking in my pants, and I'm running to the toilet, and then by the time I pull it out, it sprays like that all over the fucking place.
It's like a king cobra starting fits.
Yeah, right. So then after I pee, I got it all in my pants, my own. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with me, man?
What about that? What about when you finish peeing, Jimmy? You finish peeing, you're like, I finished. You put it back in your pants, and it goes.
Oh yeah,
Like,
the final squirt.
Yeah, I'll admit that. I'll confess that happens.
So I have a cure for that. So what you got to do is if you sit down when you pee, I don't know if you stand up, but either way.
We talked about that. We all sit down.
I like to stand on my head.
Oh,
okay.
So
Yeah, standing on your head, that might work. Well, that's not really a good idea because when you turn back around, you're going to fill up again because the urine went the other way. So I recommend standing up or sitting down. Now, one of the main things I do is when I take a leak and I'm in the truck or I'm wherever, I'm going to toilet. After I leak and I shake it out, you know what I mean? you take your hand and you kind of shove it up your nuts.
Squeeze it.
You shove it up your nuts and then you get that little extra shit out and then you good. That's what you got to do. So that's my recommendation.
So you just
maybe just squeeze it like an old toothpaste tube, like an old tube of toothpaste.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's the same method. It's the same method.
Yeah,
it's the same method. Yeah, you got to squeeze.
You definitely got to. No one disagrees.
Or have a good wank. Have a good wank. Have a good wank after you pee, and the ejaculation will push out the remaining pee.
And then it'll split like 3 ways, you know. Then it's a whole other story.
So anyway, so our answer to this person who urinates in his bed, like Lee said. Are you alone? Are you with a woman? Are you with a guy? Are you 65? Are you 50?
Maybe he's just kinky.
We need a little more information. See?
Yeah,
so
just enjoy peeing the bed.
Yes, we have to elaborate a little bit. When people give us the
you need to elaborate.
We need a little more detail. You know,
maybe he just
enjoys my bed. That's not enough.
Is there a character limit? Like what the fuck?
Maybe he just enjoys it. He might go to hotels and just stand on the bed and start pissing all over the bed.
Oh, what an asshole if that's the case.
It could just be a thing.
Like Motley Crue and them, they used to do shit like that. So that's okay. I understand that. But I pee my bed. That's not really a confession. That's not really. It's like a quarter of a confession. We need
a big character limit.
There must be a reason why. Is it maybe when he was younger, he was too scared of the dark. He didn't want to go to the bathroom. He was too scared. So this fear he has of the dark, he stays in bed to pee, or maybe something's happened to traumatize him. So he pee. We need to know why.
Yeah. He's got a fear. Yeah. Either that, or the guy drinks 2 gallons of water before he goes to bed. So stop drinking the water. We need a little more than.
Or maybe he's kidnapped and he's kidnapped and he's actually chained to the bed and he can't get to the toilet.
No, he's peeing it all the time.
Well, maybe he's drunk. Maybe he goes to bed drunk and he pees his bed. I can understand that.
There's so many scenarios we've got to make up now because he hasn't told us.
The bottom line to this person's confession is urinating the bed is really not a good thing, but you need to know why. Because maybe we can help you. If you give us the surrounding scenario of why you urinated in bed, we need to know a little wider range.
The next confession's going to explain it. It's from his sister who sleeps with him and she shits the bed.
Oh no!
Shitting the bed is another whole. That's another whole story.
Yeah,
shitting in the bed is yeah.
Okay, what's the next one, Tyler? I hope it gives us more info. The next one.
No, not some of them. Don't worry, we're gonna get to ones that are a little more in depth, slightly.
Tyler, can I make a suggestion to you, Tyler?
Yeah, what's the suggestion?
I love you doing the show. Are you going to be doing the show with us from now on, or is this just temporary?
Yes.
I don't know, man. Who knows? But
no one else wanted to do it with us, Jimmy. So
yeah, I'm all that's left. And people miss my cackle plays well. Like they focus group, so we got to get that back in the mix.
Well, we love having you with us. We love.
Likewise.
I loved you when you we did after hours and all that. I loved you on the show. Nothing against Sid. I love Sid very much, but
no, and even Sid's like, you know what? I want to be the straight lace. He's like a very excellent commentator.
Sid and Dave don't want to ruin their reputation.
He doesn't want to screw around with the hooligans. He wants, it's fine.
Sid still
get a goofier host that doesn't care.
Well, Sid wants to still get those good commentating jobs outside in the real world.
So what are you saying? Sid was too serious for us? Is that what you're saying?
No, don't misconstrue. Don't get your balls in a bunch. No, it was just he thought, let's get Tyler back in the mix.
Imagine
he's
Sid,
Texas
Jimmy,
pro right now, anyways. He's at the
If
Texas
Sid was
Pro
on the-
right now.
If Sid was on this show, Jimmy, and the way we talk, somebody would probably send the video of you, me, and Sid to like one of those basketball games, and he would never get work commentating.
It would destroy him. It would destroy him.
Okay.
Anyways.
So anyway, but what I was going to say in the beginning was,
Yes.
I want to make a suggestion to you.
All right.
If you're gonna, sorry, I'm belching because of the fucking liquor.
Here we go.
I don't want you to wear that hat anymore. I want you to go out and get a black hat, okay? Because
I got a
that
black
color,
hat.
that color doesn't it doesn't do anything for your complexion.
It doesn't bring out his eyes.
It looks like it looks like you belong in a bakery or something. With I don't know what the fuck it is with that hat.
I guess
But
I
it
can
looks
see
like
that.
it's like a baker's hat or something. You know?
The
You
aces-
need a
all right,
dark.
well, hang on, hang
You need
on.
dark color. You need a dark color, Tyler. Please.
You wanted to bring out his eyes more, Jimmy.
Yeah, I want to
Here
bring
we
out
go, here we
a.
go. Is that better? Is that
much
more-
better?
No, there
Yes.
you go.
Now
Yes.
I'm like your son, Jimmy. I'm like the son you never had.
Much better.
Do you want to be my new? This will work out. No, this is cool. I'm Jimmy Jr.
Look,
Like a
anytime you get
freakish
dressed
Jimmy
and you want to
Jr.
send me a video you getting dressed, I'll correct you. I'll straighten
Oh.
you out on your.
How about
You
after
mean-
I'm dressed?
No, while you're getting dressed.
I'm getting on his FaceTime. You're like, all right,
From the
here we
moment
go.
you get out the shower.
Yeah,
From
just
the
when you
moment
get
out
dressed,
the shower.
FaceTime me. Say, Jimmy, how's these underwear? I'll say, right on, right on.
How's
Yeah,
these
how's these-
underwear?
Right,
Jimmy,
yeah,
how's
Tyler,
these
just
underwear?
about these-
move it to the
How
left.
about
a bit,
these
move
socks,
it to
Jim?
the
Tyler,
left.
those socks are right on, man. You know what I mean? Like that's any time I'll do that for you, Tyler.
Oh,
Anytime.
fuck. All right. Anyways, let's get to these confessions. This is another soft serve one. Just we're gonna have a little more fun. I think it's for Lee. I confess, I want us to get matching tats.
Okay, what ones?
I know, right? Like, give more, right? They need to
Oh,
have
do
more.
it. Look, if a fan out there is such a good fan, and I happen to be in that area wherever this person is, and there's a tattoo shop, and they go, "Hey, Lee, let's go get a matching tat." We can go get one. I don't care. So,
There you
okay.
go.
There you go.
Solved.
Simple as
Next.
that. Next. All right.
Yeah.
Next. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a real confession, I think. It's got a couple sentences. I have a really okay, ready? I have a really bad foot fetish where I want a woman's foot smothered on my face and I want to suck and lick the foot. It's a really bad desire for me. So that's their confession. They have a
Yeah,
deep,
well,
deep foot fetish.
I know the
That's
way.
pretty common.
I know the way I think, and the way Jimmy thinks. I don't see anything wrong with that. If that's
Not
what
at
you
all.
desire, and if she's into it and she agrees to it, and she wants to rub her feet all over your face and squeeze your nose and put a tongue in your mouth like that, there's
So,
nothing
listen,
wrong with that.
I'm all about the foot too, Lee. I got to confess too. I actually many
They're
years
cool,
ago,
but I'm not like
I-
crazy into them.
You know, I was in bed with a chick and she got doggy style, and I actually was fucking her with my foot, my toes, and
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
so
done
you
that.
got your foot involved with her. That's like the other way around.
Yeah.
You didn't want her
yeah,
feet.
yeah. So I was a foot
Gross.
fetish. Yeah,
I've done
Yeah.
that. It's almost like fisting, but a foot.
yeah, right.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh fuck.
Been
Really?
there,
He's just
Jimmy,
really-
been
Yeah.
there.
Lee, he's just catching on now.
That's insane. Oh,
I'm with
man.
you, Jimmy. I'm with you.
Yeah, I had my
Yeah,
big toe in there. It
that's
was great,
pretty
man. I
respect-
was
That's
just-
crazy.
just laying on the bed with my
Yeah,
big
it's like you
toe,
put
man.
it in.
was
You put it in
fucking-
like this. Like if this is it, you got your foot here, and you're trying to twist it in.
Yeah,
twist
right,
it
right.
in.
Well, thank you for at least being like radio talk show. You know, you're not using the actual words, but you're clearly describing it so perfect.
Right. Yeah,
God.
So yeah,
Oh, to that person.
me and Lee and I are totally for you, bro. No problem.
Yes.
All right.
Keep
cool.
up the good
Foot
work.
fetishes. Okay.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, it's better. It's better than like if the pee in the bed thing's a fetish. That's a little more problematic, maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
Anyways,
Tyler, is there still light over there by you?
yeah. So it's like it's like sunset, but it's like weirdly. I don't know. The light situation's crazy.
But
So
you're
we got
you're northern Florida, right?
No.
yeah, I'm like Panhandle, baby. Tallahassee.
Yeah.
It's like right
Oh,
up there
wow.
on like a little more western.
That's
Yeah,
just
man.
one of those picture murals on the wall. It looks like trees outside. That's all.
What here or there? Yeah, this is fake. None of this is real. And I
So
change it.
how far are you from Mexico Beach? You ever hear of that?
Mexico Beach. I don't know.
Yeah,
Never
It's
heard
in
of
the
it.
it's in
Mexico
the
Beach.
Panhandle. It's in the Panhandle. Mexico Beach.
I'll have to go to it. You know what I've been doing is, and tomorrow morning I'll be hitting the Wasissa River. It's like freaking like the most ideal. Looks like Caribbean blue water, crystal clear. You can see down like 40 feet. It's freaking like majestic. Anyways, back to the show. Oh man, we have a good one coming up that's juicy. But first, a silly one. I don't know if it's true. It might be true. My mom is a government spy.
Wow.
Well,
That is a
is
heavy
she hot?
confession.
Who's she a spy for? Though the FBI, the CIA? Is this like
Again, we need
Interpol?
more.
Interpol, we need more. Who's she spying on? Who has she
That's
spied
heavy.
on?
That's heavy. That's heavy stuff, right?
What does she know? Can she tell us?
I like that. Yeah,
What
that's
does
heavy.
she do?
I want to know what branch
Does she
she's with.
spy on the Chinese, the Russians?
Or she might be with some special black ops who we don't know about.
Yeah.
We can't know yet.
Mm.
Not allowed to know.
Wouldn't you worry though? If your mother was a spy, you'd be very worried about what you do at home because your text messages, anything you do, your fucking mother would be on there. She's probably got your phone tapped, a tracker in your fucking car. You probably couldn't do anything if your mother was a spy.
I could understand I could understand his confessing on our show because he probably can't say anything to anybody.
No.
So, you know,
Might
he
be
had
the
to
realest one.
right. So he had to tell us so he could get it off his chest. I like that. That's very. I like that a lot, man. I
bet his mum's watching him
That's a good
24/7. 24/7. His mum knows where he is, what he's saying, what he's doing.
Oh, she probably
maybe
got
that's
his
what he
car
meant.
bugged.
No, he said government spy. He didn't say just like mom spy.
He went to get a job. He couldn't get one because his mother said that he was in fucking collusion with Russia, all that sort of shit.
That's nice. That's heavy. Very heavy. I like that confession. That's a good one. Thank you so much.
All right, there you go.
For sharing that
give
with
us
us.
more. Give us a little more if you can. All right, here's another one. Again, give us. We don't know who you're talking to, so you specify. There's more than one. There's Jimmy and Lee. But one of you, watch out because they've had a crush on you for like 2 years. A hard crush.
Is this from a man or a woman?
We don't know. We simply can't tell.
Either way, I'll take it either way. If there's a crush on me, I'll crushes,
It's
male
nice.
or female. When you get to our age, we'll take anything, Jimmy.
It's flattering. All right, so tell us who
even
your
a
crush
picture.
on.
Lee, I gotta kind of agree with you. Like the older you get, you know, your shield comes down a little bit. You
A
know,
hole's
you
a hole.
get a little less
Any hole is a
select-
goal. Any hole is a goal.
You get a little.
Any holes that
The
go?
selection gets a little more narrow. You know, a little less as you go on.
Is
Yeah.
that,
You're not so
is that
fussy.
the Australian? Is that the Australian slogan? Any holes a goal.
Yes. Yes.
Any port in the storm. So listen.
Any port in the storm.
We like that confession, but once again, we'd like a little more. You know, just you know, like we don't have to reveal too much. But
Because now Jimmy, I'm confused. Is it for Jimmy? Is it for
I'm
me?
a female.
Yeah.
I'm a female. I'm a male.
And it's Jimmy or Lee or both.
Right.
Are you like one of those
right.
bear males, like with the beard, or are you like a twin male? It's like what do we know?
Yeah, we just need a like once again, we just need a little.
Please send
more.
a photo next show. Send a photo for us so we can see.
Send pics.
No, they're not going to
It's
do
not
that.
Real.
But
No,
I got to
probably
say,
not.
you know, I have to tell the people who send the confessions, you know, for us to really elaborate and really, you know, comment on we need a little more information. You know, we need
because that's a nice confession that.
It is a nice confession. That's a nice confession. Yeah.
The thing is that Jimmy and I are going to argue because I'm going to think he or she likes me. Jimmy's going to think it's him, and we're going to argue back and forth because we don't know.
That's what they want.
Jimmy, they might want to double tag team us.
Oh,
yeah, we're gonna be arguing. We're gonna be arguing about something that we don't even really know what we're arguing about. But we're gonna be jealous of each other, arguing. You know, just gonna start this whole shit show, and we don't even know what the hell we're shit showing about. You know, so we need a little more on that. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Fair.
But we like it. But we like it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right. This is the actual. This seems like a completely legitimate confession, like through and through. And I think they actually filled out the character allotment. So here we go. This is good. I'm married for 8 years. Had a side piece for 6.
Oh.
I have not had sex with my wife, but had sex with my side piece. Side piece is now married, but wants me on the side too. I love my wife, but struggle in the department of sex with her. We're so close, like best friends. I think they're talking about his wife. My side chick was like a second wife. and then they got cut off on the word wife. So I think that's how I know the character limit is there. So you got a few sentences. You can give some details. But whoa, okay. So side piece for the majority of the marriage. What do we think here?
What I would say is you shouldn't have got married, because truly, if you love someone, yes, you might look and stuff, but you'd never stray. If you're married and you're in love with your wife, you would never stray or need that side piece. Yes, the side piece sounds exciting and that, but I've seen it go pear-shaped too many times. The side piece will be a side piece, but then the side piece will get feelings, and then she'll go tell the wife or whatever. But now your side piece is married. Why did she do that if she's still banging you? Because she can't be truly in love with this guy. So what you should have both done was get in a relationship where you have an open relationship, and the person you're with understands, hey, we have sex, but it's casual, and I might see other people. But once you commit to somebody and you go through it, whether you believe in God and that, and you go through the vows and you say the vows in a church or whatever, then you should stick to those vows. You shouldn't stray. If you want to do the other stuff, then dissolve the marriage. Yes, you can say you're in love, but if you're truly in love with somebody and this person is your wife, your soulmate, your partner, you'd never do that. So there must be something missing. Like you said, maybe the wife doesn't want to have sex in that, but this should have all been thought of before you got married. Now you're in like a, I wouldn't say loveless marriage, but you're not really having sex and you're more friends. Well, that's never really going to end well. So,
Jimmy.
Yeah, I agree. I think it could turn into a what was that movie, Lee, with Michael Douglas and
Fatal Attraction.
Yes, it could turn into one of those. Exactly. You got to be very careful, because those things can turn ugly, and then before you know it, yes, the other side will know about it, and then the other one, it'll turn into a shit show. And I got to be honest with you. When I got married, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I'm a very I'm a very religious person. When I stood on the altar in front of Christ and God, and the priest did the whole thing, and I got married, there was no way I was going to cheat on my wife, because I was like, I took vows right here in front of God on this altar. There's no way I'm going to cheat. You know what I mean? But eventually, it dissolved, but not because of cheating, because it just, it ended. But I never would have went there, because I took those vows. You know what I mean? So I have to say, what you're doing is not good. It's not going to end up good. And all it's going to do is fuck up your head, because after a while, you're not going to know what the fuck you're doing. And it's not going to be good for you. And then it's going to start affecting your job, your decisions. Home life. It's just going to bleed. It's going to bleed out. It's going to bleed out into everything else. You know what I mean? It's not going to be good for you, man. So what I would do.
And these people that do that, what I like to ask them is, they say, yes, I'm married, but I got a side piece. How would he like it if his wife had a side piece? Could he handle that? Because what's good for you, if she's doing it, you can't get mad at her. Two wrongs don't make a right. But if you're cheating on her and you found out she's cheating on you, I've seen it happen. Yeah. Guys get so mad due to their ego, and I'm like, how can you get mad? You're doing the same. You're doing the same thing. How can you get mad at her for doing it? Oh, because I'm what? It's like, no, it doesn't matter. So just because you're a man, you don't have the right to do it. If she's doing it, you're doing it, then fair's fair, isn't it? So.
And like the other thing is too, you don't want to hurt anybody, man. So like your wife, maybe she's not, maybe something, she's going to menopause, or maybe she's going through issues. You don't want to abandon her and start banging somebody else. It's not right. He wouldn't want it done to you. So it's really not good. It's just
get rid of the side piece. Get rid of the side piece. Sit down with your wife. Don't bring it up. Just forget it. It never happened. And start afresh with your wife. Maybe go on a little romantic weekend. Do something. Get the spark back. And maybe because there must be something missing. If you're not having sex, there's got to be some communication there, or maybe you got kids and you work hard and the times never add up. But you got to find that spark and find why you married her to begin with. You must love her, of course. So there must be something there. So look, you can go looking forever. You're always going to think, well, she's pretty. I wonder what she's like. I wonder what she's like. And in the end, you put your dick in. It's all the same. It's all the fucking same. So if you're with a good woman, treat her good, stay with her, and be happy.
Listen, when I was younger, I would chase down a good looking girl, or when I couldn't wait to be with her and hang out. Finally I got a date with her, and I went. Then I was with her, and it did like 2-3 times. You're like, you know, it's not any different. So the main thing is that you got to have a good relationship with your woman, like a good friend, you know. So
Yes.
the thing is, if you left your wife for this girl who's married, and then I guarantee, this is what I would do. I would play this girl. I would say, listen, I'm leaving my wife. I love you. I'm crazy about you. I want you to leave your husband and be with me, and see what she says. I guarantee she's going to say, I can't do that. And if she fucking says that, man, fucking end that
What are you
shit right
doing?
there.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. End it. So you know what? I left my wife for you, you motherfucker. And now you're not going to leave this fucking guy. We're fucking for 6 years. Now you're telling me that you're not going to leave your fucking husband because this guy makes money, or he's got a big house, or he's got a Maserati. And fuck you. And now that's the end of that. You know, that's,
what you do is somehow, here's another way you can go. Make friends with the husband of your side piece, become friends, and who knows, maybe you can go out drinking and stuff and become swingers, and everyone's happy.
Go poly. Get
that
poly
swinging
with it.
shit never works out, Lee.
No,
it doesn't work
because
out.
they always get jealous. If you're with someone having sex and they look over, they're like this. I saw you having sex with her. You look like you're enjoying that too much.
Exactly. It turns into a sick scenario. That's what happens.
So if you are banging the other chick and your wife's watching in the swinging scenario, be like, oh, like you really hate it. Oh, it's making me sick.
Listen, so I want to bring up a story like you're just talking about.
Yeah, because I was just gonna I was gonna ask y'all a confession if you two had any swinger-esque moments in your lives. You guys have lived a little. I admit I haven't, but you guys have lived longer than me.
I had plenty of those. But I was going to mention another. I was going to mention another story. I wasn't married though, so I want to mention another story. Craig Titus. Okay, I was friends with him. We worked for Metrics together. Dave knows him. Look what happened to him. All right. He invited this girl. They used to train people. So he invited the girl down to Las Vegas to their house, and they had like some kind of a training camp, nutritional, thing. And that's what they did for a living. They used to have people come live with them, train, nutrition, all that stuff, So what happened was with this one particular girl is they started fucking, and then it got a little more. They both, from what I understand, they both were with her. And then after a while, Greg was with her and like meeting her in the hotel. He was like taking his father, and the wife got very jealous, and that's when the shit hit the fan.
Oh man!
Ended up in murder. Yeah, that's you know that story, Tyler.
Yeah, no, I do remember that actually. Like that was like maybe the first year when I was with RX Muscle. I remember that going down.
Yeah. So what we're trying to say is it's not going to end well. So
no, not going to end. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. And I suggest that either you cut it or you put this girl to the test and you say, listen, I told my wife about us and I'm leaving her and I want us to be together because I'm madly in love with you and I can't live without you.
But the thing is, too, they probably would never work. They probably never work with them together because while they're both married, this little cheating thing's exciting for them.
That's the spark.
If they were both to be together full time, they'd probably be like, oh, I really
it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point, Lee. So my point is the cheating is exciting. They're fucking, because it's wrong. They know it's wrong, and it's
the grass is always greener.
Right, but then if they actually left their spouses and they were together, they probably hate each other in a fucking month. You know what I'm saying?
As the saying goes, it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt.
My advice to this guy is put a good porno in and whack.
I love it. Easy, simple.
Just shoot a good fucking load. Once that load is out, you'll say, "What the fuck was I thinking?" Right?
A little bit of this, a little bit of this, and a little bit of, and you'll be right.
No, I don't recommend that. Don't suggest.
Hey, we're trying to help you out.
Maybe a little puff, sip.
And
just masturbate.
just that's the slogan.
That's
just
it.
Masturbate.
T-shirts. When in doubt, masturbate.
Yes. Go jerk off.
All right. Well, there's just one more confession, and it's probably actually a silly one. So before we lead to that one, both of you perked up when I asked if you had little poly moments in your life. So do you two have poly confessions and how it worked out for you two?
No, that's always worked out well, but they're just like one up here. Well, I mentioned that one before, remember, with an ex-wife where I was in a threesome and it just happened once or twice. And then this was the first time when I was like, we're having a threesome, we're changing positions. I'm standing by the bed. She's riding him and I'm standing by the bed touching the titties, and then someone sucking my dick. I'm like, it can't be her because she's up there. So
Wait a minute.
I looked down and it's him. And they said, Lee, why didn't you stop him? I said, I didn't want to offend him, so I just let him carry on.
That's so bold of you. That's so brave.
And I did finish in his mouth too. And I'm not.
So you were involved in
I'm proud of it. I don't have to confess.
He holds the cross. So did you just confess that you were involved in an MMF threesome?
Yeah.
Awesome. Dude, this is really a confession show, Jimmy. Fuck. And he's gone. He's out. He can't. Oh, there he is.
So
Jimmy,
I,
all right,
I have.
This is why I can
can
say without a doubt, in a dark room, a female mouth and a male mouth, you do not know the difference. I can honestly tell you that.
Do you know what? That's refreshing, and I'll go off that. And
I gotta get another glass.
I
gotta get another glass.
Yeah, you better.
Tell my confession.
That's good. There's too much emphasis put on fucking gender. You know what? That's my only thing. It's like, geez, it makes such a
maybe
big deal.
Maybe they had like a full bead. You might be like, ooh, I know girls.
Full bead.
I know girls shave down there, so it can't be a girl because I'm feeling hair, so it must be a man.
Jesus Christ.
What's that stuck in your beard? A bit of jizz? Oh, sorry.
Fucking A. Man, I miss having a beard. Fucking alopecia. It's weird becoming like a white Jada Smith out of nowhere.
You're becoming like that movie. You're becoming like that movie Powder.
Is there an alopecia dude in Powder? I need to watch Powder. Everyone recommends that.
You never seen the movie Powder?
I gotta see it.
Pale white, bald, and he has like he attracts electrical storms and stuff. Yeah, you look just like him. Google Powder the movie right now and see what comes up.
All right.
Google
I can't. While we're waiting for fucking Jimmy to pour another glass, he takes his time. Let's see.
Well, I gotta walk to the fucking refrigerator to go get the fucking bottle.
You need a bathroom. You need a bathroom.
What is this show?
It's called Powder. The guy was his mother was hit by lightning and he was born and he became an electrical conductor and he was very, very intelligent. He read about 1,000 books and his step parents kept him in the basement because his skin was very white.
You see that? There I am.
I actually loved that movie. That was a great fucking movie, man. I love that movie. I'm not going to tell you the ending, but I'm going to tell you the truth.
Look, that's Tyler.
I wanted to be that motherfucker.
I'm a little fatter.
Tyler running around in Tallahassee. That's Tyler running around the fields of Tallahassee.
You know, Lee. At the end of that movie, I wanted to be that motherfucker. I wanted to be. I'm not going to tell the ending because if people watch this movie, but I wanted to be that motherfucker. Yeah. I really did. Yeah, because that's how I feel right now. So anyway, I'm going to top.
Let's hear it. Let's hear this. Oh my God, let's hear it. And Jimmy, tell the whole story, but try to be somewhat, like with your wording, be radio friendly. So you got to, describe it without saying the literal. You got it. Go.
I don't know how to be radio friendly, man. I'm not.
Use the word penis and vagina.
All right, I'm going to be. That's why Dave don't want us on the show. That's why Dave gave us our own show because you don't want us on the fucking show.
You did it well earlier.
No, I'm only kidding.
When describing the foot stuff in the beaver, we understood. So you get it.
All right, so listen.
We need puppets. We need like naked puppets so we can demonstrate like beaches do.
That might beat the algorithms. Anyways, let's hear this.
Yes.
Look at the candle. Look at the campfire.
Tell us, Jimmy. We're listening. I got the cross ready. I got the rosary beads. Go ahead, my son.
Anyway,
confess.
So I'm about to confess this. I didn't anybody. So God forgive me. I'm going to confess.
I'm listening. God's listening. I've got an open line.
It wasn't my fault. So anyway, I did this show. I was involved with these people in this haircutting salon many years ago.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to mention the name because
no, I wouldn't.
It still might be around. So anyway, they invited me to go to Connecticut to this.
Oh God, Connecticut.
This giant, I don't know, fashion hair show. It was just a giant. What?
Hairdressers. I know the ones.
Yeah, hairdressers, right? Yeah. So anyway, there was this girl Joanne. And I was like kind of close to her at the time, way back. I was probably I was just out of the Marine Corps. I was probably at 23, 24 years old.
Oh man, virile.
So now me and Joanne had this gig where we would get married on the stage in front of, it was a show. They had the whole
Mhm.
hair show, and at the end, me and Joanne would go up on the stage, and we would do this fake marriage. And I was in a G-string and a fucking tuxedo bow tie,
Mhm.
and she was in a G-string just with the veil. Just that's all, and a bra. That's all we had on.
Mhm.
We really didn't have
Mhm.
much on. But they were paying me fucking $500 a day to do this, right? So
Oh.
anyway. And then room and board and food and all that shit. So I did the show for 1 or 2 days. Me and Joanne got married, and we were close. And then I think it was the second night, right? My friend Billy approached me. He said, "Listen, my friend's coming in from Saudi Arabia. He's coming to the show. Could he stay in
Mhm.
your room?" I had a tremendous fucking room. I had
You got to
two.
watch them Saudis. Got to watch them Saudis with the
Yeah,
money.
I had my room was tremendous. I had windows from the ceiling to the floor, 2 double fucking beds. My toilet bowl had its own room. I had a shower, double sink, marble, granite, the whole fucking works, right? So I said, yeah, no problem. The guy could stay in the room. No fucking no. Anyway, he came that afternoon,
Mhm.
and he watched the show. Me and Joanne doing the marriage. We did it twice a day. So after the show, we all went out, we drank, we hanging out, we bullshit. Me and Joanne, me and Joanne were like we were gonna get close to hitting it off, So anyway, we ended up going back to our rooms. I was polluted, bombed, fucking ripped out of my mind. I get in my bed and I just passed the fuck out, right? I'm laying there,
Mhm.
I'm unconscious. All of a sudden,
This is a Bill Cosby moment.
huh? No.
This is like
Well,
a Bill
yeah, kind
Cosby
of,
moment.
kind of, yeah. So I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, I feel like my shorts getting pulled down, kind of, and and all of a sudden, like someone's grabbing my chazole,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's growing, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden,
yeah,
I
yeah,
start getting
yeah,
the thing there,
yeah.
and I'm saying to myself, I'm going, Joanne, I thought Joanne snuck in the room, right? So I got the thing going on over here, and I'm going, and I'm going, Joanne. So then I grabbed the fucking head, right? And it's just short hair. I and I'm like,
Oh my god!
you know,
What a
and
confession!
yeah, and before that went down,
Yeah.
it was feeling pretty good. You know
I
what I mean?
Oh,
told
And
you, Jimmy, you can't
you
tell, can you?
loved
because
it.
You
I
can't tell
at the
you
time,
can't tell the difference.
I
This
You
is
no,
can't
I was
tell.
groundbreaking. This is the
I
most
thought it,
groundbreaking show, like the single
I thought
episode
it
on
was
Arch Muscle.
literally I thought it was I thought Joanne came in the room and started going down, right?
Might have
Yeah,
been
That's
better.
because it was dark,
yeah.
and I was bombed. So here I am, and all of a sudden they grabbed the fucking skull, and it's just short hair. You know what I mean? I'm going, what the fuck? So I grabbed it, and I fucking ripped it off, and I jump out of the bed, I throw the light on. It's this fucking guy, and he starts crying on the bed, and I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? I said, do me get your clothes, get your bag, get the fuck out of my fucking room right now. I'm giving you 10 minutes to get the fuck out of the room because I'm going to kick your fucking. And he's like, I'm sorry, he's crying. He's like crouched over him and he gets all his shit together. And I open the door and I throw him the fuck out of the fucking room, right? And that was that. Never saw him again. But I
No.
never heard nothing from the friends that actually invited him, to stay with me at the room. You know what I mean? And I didn't say anything to anybody either because that was just like a fucked up moment for me.
You're
You know what I
mean.
mean?
You're mean, Jimmy. I would have at least finished and then kicked him out.
No, what happened was, when I was laying there, I thought it was, Joanne, So I'm
Yeah.
just laying there, and I'm getting the down and dirty, and I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
this is cool. Joanne stuck in my
Yeah.
room, and then I grabbed the fucking head. Like, wait a minute, this ain't Joanne's head, man.
Yeah.
No fucking way, and I just
But
grabbed the hair. And I ripped the
out of
fucking
anger,
head.
out of anger, what you should have done was ass raped him and then threw him out.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
I would have
sure.
done. I would have fucking
Yeah.
boom, 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 and then kicked him out.
So I never really told anybody that story. I don't know why I'm confessing it tonight, but
No, there we
it
go.
bothered me for fucking years.
Because there we go. Look, we have so much in
But
common, Jimmy.
I
Horses
got
and
raped.
barns.
Yeah.
I
Jimmy,
say
there's
it's
so much in-
A-okay, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy, we've been in barns and horses together. Now our members have been in someone else's a male's mouth. We have so much in common, Jimmy.
Listen, I've definitely lived a very full life. I've experienced a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
At least, Jimmy, with
you
my
name it,
story, At least
You know-
my story, I didn't upset the guy. I finished. You kicked him out crying. You're
I
very,
did, man.
you're very mean.
You know,
Yeah,
You're
that
very
was
mean.
wrong. You shouldn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like
that's
been like,
wrong.
Listen,
well, he was
that
shocked.
was. Listen. After that whole thing went down, the next morning, I was supposed to do another show. I packed my fucking bags and I left, man.
Oh,
I left
man,
those mother. I left them
he
all,
did some soul searching.
and they never contacted me again after that because they knew what the fuck happened. So they knew they didn't want to fucking confront me with that bullshit because they wouldn't have been good. So I packed my shit. I fucking left there, and I was skeeved for fucking like months.
Yeah, but once you settle down,
matter
and
of
you
fact,
became,
I never stepped into a hair salon again. I was
Damn.
dumping people in hair salons.
that's
I don't
cause
want
you,
to be
that's cause you
involved with
lost
hair
your
salon.
hair.
You work in a
Yeah,
fucking
he's
hair
bald
salon.
to this day.
Yeah, till this fucking day, and I got no fucking hair. I don't want to know anybody in a fucking hair salon. You work in a hair salon, you can go fuck yourself. I don't want to know nothing about you.
Oh my God, he got this.
Well, Jimmy, we can go to the hair salon, and when I go in and get my hair cut, they say, "What do you want?" You can just say, "I'm just here to get sucked off."
Just get straight to it.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you, man. Like I didn't know nothing about hair salons.
No,
But
you
they're the most fucked up group of
They're
people
kinky. Oh,
that
yeah,
you
they're
can
kinky.
imagine.
Mhm.
There's so much drama going on at
Oh,
hair
yeah.
salons. I can't
Oh,
even
yeah.
fucking tell you, man. It's like
What kind of
I
hair
had no
salons are you guys
idea.
going to?
My cousin was a famous
It's just the fucking these
hairdresser.
hair salons, man.
My cousin was a famous hairdresser. He had like 5 salons, and I once or twice, and my cousin Chris, who's a transsexual, he sometimes used us as male models so the apprentices could cut our hair and color it. And the shit that would go on at those things, they're out there. They're doing drugs. They're doing
Listen,
stuff. They're
most
partying.
hair, I'm not bashing anybody, man, but most
I
of these
hope
hair
not.
salons, if a guy's in there, you know, cutting the hair and doing the
Mhm.
color, you know, he goes both ways or
You've
whatever.
even
That's
got
just,
the fingers
you know,
right, Jimmy. That's how they do it
got
too
it
with
in
the
them,
scissors.
you know?
That's how they do it, holding the scissors too. You got the movement.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
they got
exactly
the,
how they do it.
yeah, they got right, exactly, yeah, right,
Well,
yeah,
They pull
they
it
got
with
the,
the comb.
right.
ability.
Yeah, they got.
They get
I
the hair.
can't do shit. I'm like a fucking bull in a china shop. I can't be doing this. You know, this bull. You know, I just grab your fucking hair and chop it off with a fuck. You know what I mean? I'm not one of these fucking guys that you do this shit
Mhm.
here. So that's what you know. They have it in them. That's what they do.
I don't
You know
know
what I mean?
about the correlation. I feel like that's a weak correlation because what about like straight up like very hetero manly barbershops where it's just you know
that's an
dude,
act.
dude
That's an
barbers.
act.
It's a total
That's an
act.
act.
All of them are totally
Yeah.
just
Oh.
okay.
No, I'm not saying. Look. I've been to barbershops where I got my head shaved, and I got
Totally different.
Yeah, that's a whole thing. We're talking
They
about.
snip hair too.
We're talking about hair salons. You know, like.
It's totally
Where they
different.
have like, yeah, it's a totally different animal.
All right. Okay.
So I want to tell you about my my rental. So what happened was my Jeep.
Okay,
Was getting,
I'm just going to
my
He's got
Jeep's
more.
getting fixed.
He's got more. I can't believe it. All right, we'll be here.
Okay.
Jimmy, you gotta keep going. You can't just go black. Fuck. Okay. Hey everyone, I guess it's the fucking Tyler show that everyone could have ever asked for. At the same time, both of the real stars of the show, Jimmy and Lee, are gone. We're an hour in, and wow, can we just recap and talk about their dude BJ confessions? Because that really happened on RX Muscle. Of all channels to expect such confessions. I hope they don't back away from this episode. Hope we air this. I think this is incredible. Oh, and we got a new Jimmy the Bull.
I'm back.
And there he is. All right.
I don't know what it
What
is.
is
Like,
going on?
nobody. What happened?
I don't know. There's 2 Jimmy the Bulls. All right, now we're good.
I don't know what happens, but every time, like, nobody will call me all fucking day.
And then I get all the calls.
I do the show, and like people, you know, it's fucking 7:45, man. The fuck you calling me for? Unless there's a death,
I
or
hate
your
being
fucking
called right
house
now.
is burning down, or you're getting raped. Don't fucking call me, all right? So anyway,
I cannot stand being called at this hour. But anyways,
so
wow.
Can I tell my Whistly?
I'm here.
He's
I'm here.
back.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
here.
All right, so I want to tell this is my story. This is how fucked up people are out there. People are losing their fucking minds. I want you to know this.
Dude,
Okay.
look at this campfire lighting.
I got to get my car fixed. The valves, the rockers are
Yeah.
ticking in my Jeep,
Mhm.
right? So when I start the Jeep, it sounds like I need oil. It's going, you know, it's driving me fucking nuts, right? I go to the gas station the other day, and I'm getting gas, and the gas attendant goes, "Hey Jimmy, hey, you need oil? I said, no, I don't need oil, man. My fucking rockers are going, right? Because it's driving me nuts. So I got to get it fixed. So I bring it to the shop and I go rent a van because,
Mm.
you know, when you rent a van, it's a lot cheaper than renting a car. So I go to this rental place. I don't want to mention a name because maybe it'll be bad.
Hurts.
So I go to this place. They got 30 fucking vans in the parking lot, right? Place is, you know, and there's nobody there. I go inside and there's this like freak, you know, in the fucking office there. Okay. One arm
That's a
was
bit
bigger
harsh,
than
Jimmy.
one arm was bigger than the other, like all vascular veins, and the other arm was like skinny. And something was wrong with his eye. The guy was fine. He looked like a fucking alien, man. He looked like Men in
He had
Black.
cerebral
You know the
palsy,
guy in
for
the
fuck's
post
sake,
office.
Jimmy.
You know the guy that
He had
was
cerebral
sorting the,
palsy.
I don't know what it was. The guy that was sorting the mail in Men in Black, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's what this fucking guy reminded me of, right? So
It
anyway,
sounds like you described a Coomer with the one muscular arm and the not other one.
I don't know what I saw him before. I dealt with him once before. The guy's a fucking weirdo. So anyway, I go in there and I go.
He's one
I
of
said,
he's one
"Listen,
of Jerry's kids, muscular dystrophy. Thanks for
I don't know what he was. All right, I'm not knocking. Maybe he was. I don't know what it was. But the guy, listen, the guy was nice to me. I don't give a fuck what you look like. You look like an octopus. I don't give a fuck what you look like. But he
But he was
wasn't
a
nice to
fucking
me.
freak.
You know. I go in there and I say, listen, I need a van for a couple of days. You know.
Yeah.
He says, well, what van you want? I said, I want that fucking van over there, the new one. I said, I want that one. He says, well, you know, we have to rotate the inventory, and I don't know if you know, I could give you that van, but we have to. I said, I said, hold on, wait a minute, you got to rotate the fucking inventory. You got 30 fucking vans in the parking lot. The fuck are you talking about? Nobody's here. I'm the only guy here. I want to rent that van, and you tell me you got to rotate the inventory? What are you talking about? Well, we get very busy, you know, on the weekend. I said, it's Monday night. The weekend's not even here yet. I want that. I want that fucking van over there. That van. I want that fucking van. Well, he goes, let me see. You know, I gotta see. I gotta check the computer. I said, listen, man. I said, please. I want that fucking van. Get on your computer. Type in whatever the fuck you want. I want that fucking van. You understand? All right. Let me look and make this whole big thing. 30 fucking vans in the fucking parking lot. Right? Nobody's there. Just me and him. All of a sudden, 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, to break him up. All right, he goes, I could give you that van over there. I says, yeah, that's the van I wanted. Thank you. Right? I give my license, you know, I pull out of there. I'm going, what the fuck is wrong with people, man? This guy made this whole extra bullshit. I just wanted that fucking van over there. What the fuck is the problem? Give me that fucking van over there. Bro, I wanted to take this guy and just drag him over the counter and fucking just start beating the shit out of him with the fucking all the shit they had, the blankets, the fucking expansion bars. I wanted to kill this guy because I just wanted to get the van and get the fuck out of there. I was to wrap a bungee cord around his fucking neck, hang him from the fucking light. I just wanted my fucking van. Give me my fucking van.
Was it?
Did you get the van?
I
got the van. I got it.
Oh, he got it. Yeah.
Was it a good van though? Were you happy with the van? Were you happy with the van for the couple of days you had it?
I was very happy. It was a Ford. It was brand new. Had 115 miles on it.
Yeah.
The fucking thing was great. I actually enjoyed it. It was like joyriding the fucking thing. I loved the fucking van.
You could have
I
put
didn't
like
want
a
to give it
mattress in
back.
the
I
back.
kept renting it extra days because I loved the fucking van, right? That's how fucking crazy I am.
Put a mattress in the back and take a nap.
I figured I could take the fucking thing upstate, throw a mattress in the back, crash out if I wanted. You know, everything was fucking beautiful. Had captain seats, you know, with the fucking armrest.
Ah, good.
Had beautiful backup camera. Had a fucking surround sound system in the fucking thing.
Dude.
$43 a day. $43 a day.
Oh,
that's
trade the Jeep in, Jimmy. Trade the Jeep on a van.
So I go to the job, you know, and my guys see the van there for, you know, they see the van there for 3 days, you know. So the mechanic, Jay, the mechanic, he's a good guy. He asks one of the other drivers. He goes, "What's with Jimmy with the fucking Jeep, the van, man?" He goes, "What's going on?" He goes, "Yeah, Jimmy's Jeep's in the shop. He rented the van." He goes, "That's the most genius fucking thing I've ever seen in my life." He goes, "I would have rented a car." He goes, "This is great. The guy's renting a fucking van." So I was leaving today, and he came over. I go, "Jimmy, I gotta just say, man, that's the most genius fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. You're renting a van." I said, "Bro, $43 a day with the insurance. How could you go wrong? Fuck renting a car. I rent the van. You know what I'm saying?"
All right.
And then while you got the van, You could go and help your friends move for $1 for the next
I
couple
could
of
do anything. I could go to Home Depot, pick up some 2x4s.
drive around Central Park, picking up people, throwing them in the back, bit of rapey, and keep on going.
It's really versatile. Oh man! And on that,
just hose it out.
Just fucking right
bleach it.
Tyler, when are we gonna get? How are we gonna get people on the show?
One thing at a time. Can we get some good confessions and and get
I thought you were done with the confessions.
We got one more.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
We got just one more finale.
And
no,
I love the hat. I love the hat, by the way.
Well, I'm Jimmy Jr., so I'm trying to look like you, Pop. I'm, please don't throw me down the stairs. I want to make you proud. We'll work on that. If someone wants to oh man, I want to figure out a way to get someone to be fucking anonymous, be like, oh, hello, I'm really good, have the voice masking technology so they can really confess anonymously on air. That'd be awesome.
Tyler, we want to know who that person was that said
person?
they had a crush on whoever.
And of course you guys want to know.
We want to know. That's going to bother me and Lee for weeks. Yeah. We got to know.
So can you pop on NGL and say it was specify who, or if it was one or the other or both?
Does it say where it comes from? Like when that confession come in, does it have an email address or anything?
That's the whole point. It's totally anonymous.
Damn it!
So it's completely up to them to give us a little more detail.
Well, we want a little. Well, listen, we want to.
I'm gonna talk to Sid though, because if there's a character limit like this small, we want to give them the ability to expand. The more, the better.
Absolutely.
So but also we want to respect their anonymity. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
if they want the
no, we don't.
We just want to know a little more information, man.
Totally.
Woman,
all right. Well, this one has a good amount.
Age, where you live, what state, a little something.
A little bit. Well, yeah. Okay. Listen, Jesus. This one's for Lee Priest specifically.
Look at that eye looking over the cross like that. It's a good look.
That's pretty. Yeah. There it is. Trinity. All right. Our final one of the evening. Lee, this one's for you.
Yes.
I shook Lee Priest's hand after using the bathroom.
I saw this one.
Oh, you did already. All right. Yeah. Well, for those that haven't seen it,
read it.
I shook Lee Priest's hand after using the bathroom, and I didn't wash my hands after. And I noticed a little bit of fecal matter stain on his hand. I got so nervous and embarrassed, so I didn't say anything, but I've carried this burden with me for a while. Lee, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Wait, what was on his hand?
I'm calling bullshit.
It sounds like bullshit. I'm
calling bullshit because I'm so OCD and so clean that I would notice something on my hand. And I never shake anyone's hand if they're coming out of the toilet or going in. I don't. So I would notice, because I'm always shaking hands and looking at my hands, I generally have the Purell hand stuff. So I would notice that straight away.
Listen,
so
I gotta elaborate. I want to elaborate on that a little bit, right?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Spooky Campfire.
People say
floating head,
like nasty things if you went to the bathroom, don't shake my hand. I got to tell you, man, the penis is the cleanest part of your body. Okay,
it's gross.
It's the cleanest part of your body. You take a shower. What do? You take a shower. You soap up your balls. You put your underwear on. You go about your day, right?
You put a bit of talcum powder in your pants.
Matter of fact, you should actually wash your hands before you take a leak. How's that? Because your penis is so clean. Okay. That's right.
Wow, really putting the penis on a
pedestal. And why I want to know, if I'm taking a pee and come out the toilet, someone goes, "Did you wash your hands, Lee?" I'm like, why do I have to wash my hands if I'm touching my penis? I don't wash my hands if I touch my other hand or if I touch my face. Why do I have to wash it if I'm touching my penis?
Yeah,
it's not dirty.
Because there's pee involved.
It'd be different if I'm sticking my finger up my bum and then I go and eat.
Just going about your fucking business.
It's not like you're standing there pulling the foreskin forward and going around the inside.
No! All right. We're reaching a climax of the episode.
Well, I'm about to.
Oh my God, that's gross.
Wow. Your day is just beginning. Come on, man. It's 9 a.m.
I got to go to bed with that thought.
Yeah, it's crazy that Lee's day begins and
Keep the
Jimmy's
tissues
ends.
keep the tissues by the bed if you got that thought when you go to bed, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Ah,
I'll be thinking about that when I go to bed tonight. It's a guy's foreskin.
I gotta show you this nice
I'm
shirt I
not.
got. This nice
Oh,
shirt
what's
I
going
got
on?
here. It's like my dog. Look at this shirt. Jimmy will like this shirt.
What do you got, Superman?
No.
I don't think not quite.
Look at that.
Best friend for life. Oh, is that
Oh,
your
that's
dog?
nice.
Yeah.
That's all. Is that your
That's-
your
Where'd
actual
you get that
dog?
thing? Did you get that shirt made up, Lee?
Yeah, that's Nevaeh, like Nevaeh.
Is that your puppy?
Yeah.
How old's your puppy?
They're just 13 months old now.
Oh, y'all.
And
man.
she's like 59 kilos and he's 68 kilos.
What's that in pounds for the Americans like me?
Well, 70 kilos would be like he's almost 70. He'd be close to like 138 pounds.
Damn, dude, Baxter's 20.
That's big.
Right. That's how I tore my shoulder. I was walking both of them and they went like that really quick. 230 pounds. It goes, I went, oh, shit.
Come here, Baxter's 20 pounds.
What's on the back of that shirt, Lee?
This shirt's for you, Jimmy. Look at that. This shirt's for you.
I like tight shirts, man. That's me.
No, but look, what it says, Jimmy, what it says. Best friends for life.
I understand that. What is the back? What does the back say? Anything on the back or no?
I think it's the same.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yes, Baxter. Look at Baxter. He's smiling. Look at him.
I like
Yeah.
the material.
Is that Uncle Lee?
Actually, Baxter's looking at us like, get me the fuck out of here.
Is that Uncle Lee? And that's how he always looks. Uncle Jimmy, huh? You say hi.
Look at this. Look, Baxter.
He's a good boy.
They can't
So
hear you.
listen, I just want to clarify something here with everybody. You know, like the people that confessed and you know
Thank them.
I that's what I was getting to. I want
I'm sorry.
I want to thank everybody for doing that, and also you know our confessions. You know, I wanted to share that with everybody.
Yes.
I just want you to know.
Thank you guys for your confessions.
You know, I've had some fucked up shit happen to me in my life, and I harbored them for years and years and years. But it's good to let it out, and
absolutely.
You know, yeah, it kind of lightened the load on me because you something like
Hell
that.
Yeah.
What happened to me, you know, you carry that shit for a long time, you know. And
you don't need to carry it.
Yeah.
We're fucking human.
Right.
You know what? Fuck anyone judging.
Right. You don't want to carry.
We're going to call this podcast the Unload podcast.
The Unload Confessional.
Yeah.
The Confessional. I know. We'll figure it out. We're still working.
Unloaded.
Confessional Unloaded. No, thank you so much, everyone, for your confessions, and thank you, Lee and Jimmy. You guys, I think you guys are gonna make people. You're gonna crack.
I did notice something
I
today.
think more confessions are coming out.
Yeah, because you know, listen, I know there's a lot of people.
But I got an observation I've made. Remember when you were younger, we used to ride around everywhere, our bikes, and we stayed healthy, and you'd be fit and healthy and that. And now I've noticed kids are getting fatter and fatter and fatter.
America has an obesity problem.
And this is why. I've done a scientific study, because you always hear about pedophiles, you know, to catch a predator and all these things out there. I finally figured out why kids are getting fatter and parents are making them fatter. Do you want to know why, Jimmy? You want to know why? They're trying to make their kids unfuckable.
No.
Yeah, well, you used to see a little.
That's what he has to
You'd
say.
see a little young kid in shape. He was fuckable. Now he's fucking.
I have an angle on that, Lee. I got it.
Who was the fuck a fat 10-year-old obese kid? No one.
When we were kids, when I was kids,
Demonetized.
You know, I was born in '59, so
I tried so hard.
He did. We went like an hour and 20. I know it's hard.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes, you can.
I want to shed some light on
campfire counselor.
I want to share some light on Lee's what he just said about the obesity thing. So when we were kids, when I was a kid, in the '60s, my mother cooked every fucking night.
Yeah.
We ate home cooked meals. Okay. My father was working, my mother was home, and we ate. You know, once in a while on a Friday night, my father would like splurge and we get like a pizza pie. You know, that was the big thing. You know, or maybe a McDonald's. That was like, ooh, McDonald's. But now, today, There's fast food places all
Every
over.
day.
Taco
They've
Bell.
taken over. They've taken
fucking
over.
all the, it's so easy to just pull in Burger King and Wendy's
Yep.
and all these and just eat, because we didn't have that years ago. We ate
Mhm.
home cooked meals, so we weren't obese when we were kids because we ate good food.
Yeah.
We had track and field in school. We ran
Yep.
our asses off. We did, we played army. We used to throw dirt bombs
And,
at
you,
each
and
other.
you're
Run through the
making
fucking
you're
woods,
making my
you know.
point, Jimmy. You're validating what I said. You're validating my point.
Yeah, you're not
Because
taking away from it.
back then, imagine young kids running around as army soldiers and all this, just like a turn on. If those kids were fat, you wouldn't want to fuck them. So
You're badly.
Fast food is definitely they'll take over grocery stores.
fast food
in-
saves
in-
kiddies.
You see what happened when Tyler, he took that collar off and that was it. That was the end of the day.
Yeah, oh yeah, I know. All the
Lucifer
holiness. All
come
the holiness. Yeah, all the holiness is gone. The
All
fire,
the
the flames
holiness,
rise.
the crucifix were right
I
out the
couldn't keep
window.
it in any longer. The crucifix was burning my neck. I had to fucking.
I believe that's 100% true. I do.
It's got like the red, freaking indent. All right, well, shit.
I was having palpitations wearing that for so long. It's like,
well, damn, you kept it strong. Yeah, you didn't show it at the time.
I know.
Good.
I was trying to keep it in, but the devil.
I gotta say something about like this little show we got going on here.
Yeah. Send us off.
It's nice to talk and
Mhm.
collaborate and share stories. Uninterrupted, and then we have the fans writing in confessions,
Yes.
and we elaborate on the confessions, and eventually we're gonna have fans on the show,
Yes.
and we could all BS and shoot a fat together like friends and family. I like it. It's nice. It's comfortable.
Mhm.
It is.
It's yeah,
It's
and
safe.
I think it's good for whatever fans want to
That's what we can
come in.
call it. We can call it the Safe Place Podcast.
Yeah, I think
Which is really fucking ironic.
Listen, I'm always screaming and yelling and cursing and shit, but I tell you the truth, I think on this program,
It's calmed you down.
people can actually, it's calmed me down, and actually people can actually watch it and really listen and enjoy what we're bullshitting about.
I got to ask Tyler a question. Looking
Yeah,
at
what's
Jimmy
up?
there, Tyler, are you like me? Over his shoulder, I'm expecting to see Jason Voorhees come up behind
Oh
him.
man, no, it's spooky. Anything could happen around.
It's like Jimmy's at Camp Crystal Lake, and Jason's going to come up behind you with the hockey mask.
Yeah, man, absolutely. It's pitch black over there.
Yeah.
He's really just candlelit. It's a floating
He
head.
looks like Wayne Gacy, doesn't he?
He looks like the Wizard of Oz head that
Or behind the curtain. Pull back.
Yeah, we're behind the curtain that's the name of the show. Behind the Curtain with Jimmy.
Yes.
It's called special effects. That's what it's called.
Oh,
Well, make sure, Jimmy, before you go to bed, you blow the candle out so you don't burn the house.
I'll tell you what, special effects. This shit's been fake all the time. You think I have a candle? Nope. Sorry.
So-
I should. Why did I
so-
reveal that?
Tyler's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
use this photo on the show.
Yes.
Yeah, Sid probably will. Hang on. Let me get the close up. Get your close
Do
up
it
there.
again. Do it
Get the
again.
close
now,
up.
Jimmy.
Yeah, get the close up.
Do it. And
Put it right under. A bit closer. Under
That's amazing.
you look demented. You look like a demented head.
Say welcome to the Friday Night Confessional.
Welcome
Do it.
to the Friday Night Confessionals.
Friday night.
Thank you.
Oh, that was so good. I love that. All right, send us off, Lee. That's gonna do it.
Well, thank you again for joining in. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you for the confessions. But next time, people, just a little bit more. So, and I know sometimes we get comments talking over each other, but sometimes you have to understand, being in Australia and the internet, it's not like talking to the moon in 72, as Jimmy will say. Sometimes there's a lag. Sometimes there's a lag, and Jimmy or Tyler will hear there's like no noise. So we start talking, but then it goes beep and someone starts talking. So sometimes we're overlapping, but it's not our fault. Blame the NBN, whatever it is, the telecommunication wires. We've got to go back to landline so we can talk to the moon again.
Perfect.
Well, that's another whole story, that whole thing with the moon landing. But
I
we'll
know.
get into that another time.
Yes, we will.
We'll get into that another time, yeah.
And if you need to, if NGL has a character limit, just share more than one. Just send as many as you need.
Yeah, just
one
if you
or
write
two
a little
together.
bit, then just say continued and then put the next
Yeah. Pick it up. We want to hear the full confession.
Yeah.
Spill it. All right.
Because if you don't,
And
Jimmy
next
and
Friday night-
Jimmy and I
I'm
will
gonna-
just keep confessing if you people don't. So
Yeah, and believe me, we have
You
a
don't-
lot of sins,
yeah,
man.
and you
We
don't
have
want
a-
that. You might,
Yeah,
look,
you know,
you might look
when-
at us different.
after me and Lee die and we standing at the gates, we got a lot of explaining to do. But
I
hopefully,
don't.
hopefully God is gonna, look over that and forgive us, and
Yeah,
we
I'll
can
just
enter
say, hey,
into the.
Father, hey, Dad, you kicked me out. I went down there for a while. Now I'm back. Let me in.
Perfect.
Exactly.
And on that note, see you next Friday.
Ciao.
Yeah.